Annabelle, is that you down in that kitchen?
No, it's me, Chris Martin from the band Coldplay, was down in your kitchen.
It's Chris Martin in our kitchen! Well, we're going to send you a digital radio anyway. How would you have known that?
Thank you.
And Chris Martin,
How did he do that? How on earth did he
he's down
manage
in our
that?
kitchen.
How on earth did he manage that?
This is such a surprise to us because literally about 5 minutes ago we realised that Chris was here. We had no idea he was coming in, and then
Come and sit
out
down,
the
you're very
window,
good there.
here is Chris. It's lovely to see you again.
We've got some howl round and stuff at the moment, but you sit down and gather your thoughts, and then
Did we ruin the game?
No, you
thought
made
you
it
were very
better.
Did she get the radio?
She got
Yes,
the radio,
she
and,
got the
and we
digital-
made a magical moment.
Yeah.
You can feel proud of yourself. You
That radio
contributed to a
magic.
magical moment this morning.
unfortunately you walk away empty-handed, so you don't mind.
I don't mind.
All right, we'll have a word with Chris just in a short while. It's 7 minutes to 9. Breakfast with Pete and Geoff. It's 4 minutes to 9. Now, Chris Martin, you're not encouraging Geoff to drink. You know he's been off the drink for about three and a half years now.
We've gone smoothly crazy over it.
This is really weird.
Exploded like
Strange things happen when Chris comes into the studio.
I've got the ability to turn any fruit drink into
Into alcohol.
We got
It's an incredible trick.
smoothies, and this one has fermented and has turned into booze. I can smell it on my hands.
Really, you've not. Just be careful.
Are you off the wagon as well? On the
I
wagon
don't think
as
I've
well.
ever been. What's the wagon?
It is debatable. Are you on or off? You still drink, I
I
think.
still get hammered, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Well, no.
On
Yeah.
coke and booze. You can put that in the Daily Star.
Well, don't take
Every night I have a massive binge.
Oh, I believe so. And you're thinking of taking your own life, I hear, shortly.
Apparently.
In the next, is that in the next hour?
Yeah,
or?
it's in the Sun today that Chris wants to take his own life, and you've come in to see if me and Pete can talk you down, so to speak.
Well, I came in because I heard you had more donuts in your studio
We
than
have.
any other studio, and I thought I might
Yeah.
eat myself to an early day.
Well, I've got to say, from our point of view, if you happen to take your own life for the next hour, it's fantastic for us, Chris. It would be
Really?
so.
Yeah, because you've become a rock and roll legend.
We're on the front page of
and
every
we would by
tabloid.
association.
Yeah.
Would you mention the donut company?
Dunn & Co, isn't it? All right, we're going to talk to Chris Martin from Coldplay. Play the new record
Bizarre
after.
conversation.
Well, it is, isn't it? It's 2 minutes to 9.
Next week.
You singing that
Stop
as well?
showing off.
This is Virgin Radio Breakfast with Pete and Geoff. It's 9 minutes past 9. That was indeed Chris Martin and Coldplay. We're just talking about what do you go through when you're hearing that? When you're in the headphones, you're on the radio. You think, turn it down? Can I just walk out the room and go to the toilet? What do you think when you hear stuff back again?
It sort of feels like your grandmother's come to watch you in school play.
Does it?
Like I enjoy it, but I'm terribly nervous.
Right.
And
Embarrassed by it or not?
not embarrassed by it, but I don't know. How do you feel when you listen back to?
Oh, it's awful. Listen to the sound of our own voice. It's awful.
If we do an advert, right? Yeah, absolutely cringe. Of course you do.
Oh, if we do an advert, what adverts are we doing?
We did a voiceover once.
What for?
A car, I think. Was it a car?
No, it's for Lute's newspaper.
Oh, we did a car one, and we did one for the Charlatans album once. But that is it. That's our CV.
Yeah. These are all several years ago.
And when you hear them back, how do you feel?
When we hear them back, I just think it's
just awful hearing the sound of your own voice, isn't it? I've never got over that thing. I don't know if you have as a kid, where if you recorded your voice on a little tape recorder, I'm just always devastated when I hear it back, because it's nothing like I imagine it's like in my head.
Well, it sounds good to me.
Why, thank you.
Oh, thank you. And so you sound great on record.
Well,
Here we go. Let's all have a big plug. We had no
the
idea.
Sycophant Society.
We had no idea, by the way, that you were coming in this morning, and we've been joking about you out on your bicycle,
With your basket on the front,
delivering
yeah.
singles, and here you are.
I know. Did you also say I was a knob?
No, I didn't say that.
I was just checking. Can I say that?
Not with the microphones on. We know that too many people listening are fans of
I know. Whilst you're the area of town you live in, I know you keep on a number of occasions you keep bumping into Geoff, and I obviously think, is this true? Because on several occasions he said, "Guess who I saw last night? A really big A-list celebrity with his wife," and he goes,
He called me a big A-list celebrity.
he did.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever
And then
said
he
to
went,
me.
"That's
But the worst thing is, Chris said, don't mention it on air. So I had this brilliant story of how I was ranting at you down the mobile phone out in the street about something
And then
one
Chris
time.
and Gwyneth came
and then
along.
you came and you heard all the conversation.
But we couldn't talk
and
about it on the
that's a
radio.
great name-dropping story, but you forbade me.
You told
But now we've really messed
done
it
it
up
now.
royally now, haven't
He
we?
did it. I thought in for a penny, in for a pound.
And then you saw him at another restaurant, and Geoff was hanging.
I always see Geoff hanging outside restaurants.
I know.
Looking for scraps.
Were you looking in the window saying, "I know, try to catch Chris's eye"? Is that what you were doing?
He goes around with a sign saying they pay me nothing. Can I have a free sandwich?
Well, the way he acts, it would appear he doesn't pay you anything. But
hey, here's the thing. The last time you were here, you said there was something you wanted to talk about on the show, and our security guard Martin asked you very frankly, were you about to get married? Mm-hmm. And you wanted to use the show as an opportunity to deny those rumours that you're about to get married. You used us, Martin!
Yes, you did.
Listen, this is unfair. Everybody's out to get us. It's so unfair. All I'm doing is like trying to write some songs and eat some donuts. I'm not trying to offend anybody. And if I said that then it was probably true at the time.
We were sitting ducks on that occasion.
I can tell you honestly that we're not releasing another album.
Right, okay. Right. No new singles, no
tour.
X
and Y thing is a myth.
There's no touring Glastonbury. You're not doing Glastonbury, London, Crystal Palace, Glasgow, Bella Houston Park and Bolton Reebok Stadium. None of that.
We're doing a 9-month residency at Butlins.
Really?
Which one? Skegness. Any other acts on the bill?
Us. Our dad's band, which is called Old Play.
Okay.
And,
you're the rim shot.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm joking. Of course.
No, don't.
Can we ever listen to the? When can we ever listen to the new record?
You've upset me now.
What we said now.
You're very sensitive.
I'm nervous, because we're bringing our new single in.
Right. Well, I've heard great things about it.
Well, have you heard it?
No, and I'm very excited to hear it. Our boss heard it a few weeks ago, and he said it's gonna.
Richard Branson.
no, he got out a few years ago.
Is he not the boss?
Sorry, Branson Evans have all gone. There's only us left. We lock up at night.
I'm sorry.
No, he heard it a few weeks ago and he was raving about it.
Paul Jackson.
We're going to play it constantly. So it comes very highly recommended.
So this is released on May the 23rd. Speed of Sound. Can you tell us anything about this and where did this come in the process? Because did you stop and start the album?
Well, we made a decision about a year ago to become obsessed with making what we were trying to make our best record, and this was like the third song that got accepted into the pack.
Right. We've got an album.
We're okay, and we had a lot of songs, and then we started culling songs really heavily, but this one survived.
Okay.
And you'll see whether that was right or wrong decision.
All right. Do we mark this? How do we go? Would you like us to mark this out of 10?
No, because even if we think it's a 1, we're going to have to, for politeness' sake, give it a 10.
I could quite easily give it a 6 or 7. I mean, you might do a 10, but
I
would. Would you like some honesty from us? Or not?
No, of course he wouldn't. He's a sensitive guy. He'll curl up in the fetal position.
Probably not. I don't think I could handle it.
All right.
I leave that stuff to Dominic Moen.
Okay. All right. This is the new song from Coldplay, from the man sat right in front of me. This is released on the 23rd of May. It's called Speed of Sound.
It's got the best guitaring of Johnny Buckland of all time.
Here we go. Let's have a listen. Virgin Radio Breakfast with Pete and Geoff. It was written by Chris Martin, though.
No, it was written by Coldplay.
It was written by Coldplay, okay. And, of course, it's a democracy. That was Speed of Light, released on the...
Speed of Sound.
Speed of Sound?
Speed of Light is the next single.
Yeah. Okay, released on the...
Or if you speed it up, it's called Speed of Light.
Yeah, and
slow it down, it's called...
Your new album is called X and Y, which is out on June the 6th.
We don't need to plug it.
Well, that's essentially what you're here for, unless we can talk...
Not really.
You told me...
I'm here because I saw Geoff outside the restaurant.
Well, you don't. Chris had a right old go at me for that even leaking out. Pete brought it up, not me. I would never have said it.
I'm not here to plug. I will plug the Razorlight song. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I will plug Arcade Fire. They're amazing. And I will plug the first Aha album, Hunting High and Low, which we've had a whole new resurgence of love for.
Tell us about
We're going to come on to this. Aha, where does that come from then?
Well, it just struck... we just started doing tons and tons of interviews, and we just finished our record, so we suddenly started listening to music again without any fear of... without any desire to plagiarize it.
Right.
So I found myself in Amsterdam the other day, and I put Aha's first record on, and I just remembered how much I loved it.
Why? I don't understand how.
Why? Because it's incredible songwriting.
Where were you that had Aha's first record?
I was in Coldplay, and particularly me and Guy, our bass player.
Yeah.
In
Amsterdam.
You think I'm being...
No, I think you're being ironic. I think...
I'm being deadly serious.
I remember you suggesting for 1 minute you were in Amsterdam and it might be some smoky, hazy experience. You thought, okay, man, let's put Aha on. That's all. That's what I'm thinking here. Am I completely wrong?
Yeah.
Because out of if we go back to since the first chart started in 1954 or 55 or whatever, why would you pick Aha? Because you could pick sort of an early Stones album or the Doors.
Well, I tell it because at the moment we're doing like a billion trillion interviews, and everybody always asks about the music we've been trying to steal from, and what's inspired us, and what do we listen to when we were growing up. And so all these things, you start to be reminded of them because everyone's asking you about them again. And the first band I ever loved was Aha and James and people like that.
Yeah.
And so I just thought I'd mention it on Virgin. And then, it would be a good thing to do.
Is it the pop sensibilities? Is it Morton Harkett's slightly
it's the way he used to wrap these things around his wrist, and I still do it now.
It's all the rage now, of course.
Indeed, yeah.
Morton Harkett was more of a trailblazer than we suspected.
Yeah. He's the most disarmingly handsome man you'll ever meet.
Really?
Well, apart from...
Pete.
Apart from me.
Oh, will you stop it? I'll play Aha, it's alright, we will play it. Here we go. That's 9. You think, what are they playing that for? Because Chris
Tried doing that in karaoke. We tried it the other day in Japan.
Can you get that note?
Have you done it on karaoke?
I can't do it.
The high one,
I didn't do it in karaoke, but someone else did the other day. I did Feel by Robbie Williams.
Really? Right. Big Robbie Williams
assistant.
fan?
Yeah, big fan?
Well, I've got a lot of respect for Robbie Williams, but our assistant, Vicky, is, a big fan. We were just trying to make her feel happy because we were in Japan and everyone was a bit homesick.
Would you do karaoke in a pub over here, or would you not
Definitely,
bother?
I would definitely if I was short of cash.
It's highly unlikely now, isn't it? It's highly unlikely, unless you fall really on really hard times.
Can I just say, as I said earlier, we didn't know Chris was coming in this morning. It was a surprise.
Is that really true,
it's
though?
Really,
it's like a radio thing.
So the people at the radio station phoned us last night individually, because we don't live together, and said you've got to have
disappointing, I know.
They said you've got to have your photograph taken for a trade newspaper tomorrow, so can you make sure you wear nice shirts?
Yeah, so we've worn nice shirts for you.
Yeah, but I was angry and I thought, well, I'll wear a shirt, but I'm not washing my hair.
Yeah.
I wish I had. It's filthy.
Well, it looks cool though.
Do you think?
Have you washed your hair today? Or
no,
not? No,
I don't wash my own hair anymore.
Really?
And the person who dressed me this morning just didn't have time.
Do you shave your own beard these days? Because you're always unkempt, I'd say.
Well, we're always kind of Ross kempt.
Yeah.
Which means you have a little bit of stubble.
Yeah.
And shaved head. But all 4 of us at the moment have the same length stubble because we decided that we should become a little more...
So you synchronised beard trimmers?
Yeah. We've got basically...
Yeah.
Without sounding like a total geek, yes.
You synchronised... That's fantastic. And,
not really, I'm joking.
No, he's not.
No, you're serious.
Okay,
we're looking for a quote for the press here, so, really? The beard thing would work.
Do you think you'll ever go back to having that big bushy hair again? Because I like that.
I had it about 2 months ago, and this hairdresser in Japan basically told me I had to get rid of it.
Before you sung karaoke?
Why? Because she said it just looked ridiculous.
I think we quite like it with curly hair.
People kept talking about this guy Paul Nicholas.
Oh yeah, Dancing with the Captain.
And also, I got a text saying that I was brilliant in Napoleon Dynamite.
There you go.
So it went.
So it's not coming back to the big shows over the summer then, the big bushy curly?
I mean, listen, my dream is to have, long flowing locks like Hunter from Gladiator, but it's never going to happen.
I think that would be odd. Or is it very German, the little ponytail? Is that sort of very
like the rat's tail?
Like the rat's,
would you consider a rat's tail?
I would consider it.
But not just for a while.
I would consider anything in life,
Can we just get over the Aha moment, and we're going to play some Beach Boys. I don't know.
Okay, great.
You must have Pet Sounds one of the things you maybe put on at night or not, or
I normally put my pajamas on at night.
Ah, right. Bob, now stop. Now he thinks he's pulled a good one there. He's laughing at his own jokes. You don't like to sing along to your own records, but you laugh at your own gags.
Well, do I put the Beach Boys on? Well, this song, yeah. This is the best recorded piece of music ever.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you're into percussion.
Right.
And I'm into it.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, we should play it and listen to the percussion.
Here we go. Virgin Radio Breakfast with Pete and Geoff. It's 28 minutes to 10. We have Chris Martin from Coldplay. We're going to play your new record again. We already played it once, but make sure you've gone, because I know you don't.
I'm going to leave.
I know you are going to leave, but so this year's mapped out. The album is going to be out on June the 6th, and it shows in Glastonbury, London, Glasgow, and Bolton. So everything back in full swing. And how do you feel about the whole thing?
To be perfectly honest with you, we're incredibly excited.
Right.
Although we're of course terrified. It's like
well, you're always terrified,
being in the final of Pop Idol on a daily basis.
Right. Okay. So you still feel that after all this time?
Yeah. I mean, we as a band feel like we have more to prove now than we ever have done.
And it gets harder the longer you do it as well.
I don't think it gets harder. It gets. We appreciate it more because you can see how easily we could be destroyed.
Yeah. And you could go back to being a cleaner if you're not careful.
We could go back to being cleaner.
When were you a cleaner?
John and myself were cleaners in 1998.
What, people's houses?
No, we used to clean a big residency in Euston.
So you had
like a hostel or something?
Like a hostel, yeah.
How much
Wow, how filthy was that?
How much an hour? I think it was like £100 a week plus board.
And was it filthy?
It was terrible.
Wow, cockroaches.
But it's funny now because I literally find myself in my house. I know what I'm doing when I'm trying to wipe a surface.
No.
Which not many pop stars can say.
No, you have minions. You have a butler.
I have minions, but you know, when our staff of 50 have gone home,
you find yourself just
I sometimes think, you know what I'm
wiping
doing?
around the kitchen.
I want to wipe the surfaces.
Yeah. What about the toilet, wiping around the bowl, or is that you or somebody else?
All of it.
Can you give us any tips just for cleaning before you go? 'Cause I know
I will give you a mopping tip.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you mop, you want to do it in figures of 8, so that the dirt always is kept on the same side and you drag it towards you.
Figures of 8. Now that's a good one.
Fantastic.
What about breaking grease down in the kitchen generally, Chris?
Oh, he's given us one tip already. What do you want, blood?
You used to be a painter and decorator,
I did,
right?
yeah.
So
Tip, do you want a tip? Always buy a very good quality paint, i.e. Dulux, something like that. Don't skimp on
Is
a
that a
cheap
plug?
paint.
Is that a plug for Dulux?
Well, you know,
he's
like
taking
I'm going to get a tin of paint from Dulux, big deal. But a high quality paint generally, and make sure all the surfaces are clean and dry, and you'll be okay. And
Annabelle used to do a paper round.
yeah, can you give us a tip to be?
Yeah, on Sunday use a trolley.
So it's
true.
It's been a pleasure. You're going to leave us with you want to.
Hey, so listen, you know, I know I've got to come and plug.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and you're going to plug something
Obviously, we're incredibly proud of what we've been doing, but I feel embarrassed to plug it. So instead, can you play that Razorlight song somewhere else? Because this is
Number
to me
two in the
an
hit
amazing piece of song.
Are they going to tour with you?
I don't think we're cool enough for them, but no is the answer.
Okay.
Well, thank you for surprising us.
Hey, thanks a lot, fellas, for the donuts and the
I do
insults.
apologise to you and Gwyneth for Geoff just stalking you and hanging around the restaurants that you normally frequent. I do apologise and
Stop.
Stop. That's my piece of
He's jealous. You're not as good at stalking as I am.
Stop embarrassing everyone.
Okay, we'll play the new record a little while once you're gone because you
Okay.
we don't want to see you put your.
Well, thank you
fingers in
very
your
much.
ears. And it's been a pleasure. We
Likewise.
Have a great summer. Wish you the best.
All right, fellas.
Christmas.
See you later.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.